All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Against the Ropes podcast here, Gio Garcia. I'm alongside Christian Mosqueda. We are back, man. Breaking news, Chris, breaking news.
Yeah, biggest news in boxing all year in a way. It's the biggest name in boxing finally announcing that he's gonna get in the ring. Shit.
How did they dub it? The pound for pound king is back or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
That's what I saw on the posters at least. But yeah, man, big shout out to Comics Veru's here.
Hey.
Checking in early.
The guy's always here. Number oneer.
That's what's up.
Man.
Big shout out to Puro Golpe. Check them out at Puro Golpe. Check out the shop at www.purogolpe.com. And let's get the show started, man. Straight to it.
Straight to it. Hey, this is our ABC 1, 2, 3 episode.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Show me the combo. 1, 2, 3.
Show it later.
That's how we'll end the show. All right, with the
We'll
combo.
do some combos. Hey.
Yeah, but big news, man. Big news. Canelo's back on the zone.
Yeah.
We kind of mentioned it last week, right?
Mhm.
We wouldn't be surprised if he still works with the zone. But he's back December 19th against Callum Smith, the
Yeah.
British fighter, undefeated.
Mhm.
What is it? WBA champion at
WBA.
68 and the ring champion too, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Both of those will be on the line. And yeah, man, what do you think about it? The announcement just came in today at 3 p.m. here in LA time.
Yeah, no, we saw the post. Canelo was gonna announce it at 3 p.m. We were kind of like waiting, tuned in. I know you were right there on your laptop, Gio, waiting for that, for that news, ready to record that. But dude, that just goes to show me like how ready was Canelo to fight. There's like stalling all year because of those negotiations, the lawsuits, and boom, as soon as he becomes a free agent, this shit gets made like in no time. So yeah, I'm excited to see him in the ring. That's something that we thought that wasn't gonna happen. We were like, it's too late to everything that's going on. I don't think we were gonna see Canelo in 2020. But yeah, December 19th against Callum Smith, big opponent, long reach, fairly unknown to the mainstream boxing fans. But I think he's well known to the people
Yeah.
that follow boxing. Yeah, dude, what do you think? What do you think
I
about
think
it?
it's a very good fight, man. Let me just read these comments real quick because Jesus is coming in hot.
Oh shit.
He says, ¿Qué onda? Then he says, Brooke damaged goods. Agree with that. And then he says, Canelo versus Smith, way better than Plant. I think it's a more dangerous fight. To answer your question, yeah, I think it's a good fight. I'm liking this whole Mexican versus British thing. I'm getting used to it. We've had some pretty big fights, like Canelo, Rocky Fielding, No, but Joshua Ruiz is a pretty big fight. Anywhere in the world, really. You saw it
Yeah.
at MSG. It was huge. Considering that Ruiz wasn't a real big name at the time.
Yeah.
And obviously the second one was huge. That one in Saudi Arabia. I think this one's gonna be big as well, worldwide. Callum Smith, the British fans get behind all their fighters. Shout out to them. And obviously Mexican fans get behind their fighters. So I think it's the biggest fight for Canelo at the moment. The biggest realistic fight.
Yeah.
Definitely Callum Smith, the most dangerous fighter that he could have chosen. What is he, 6'4"? He has tremendous power. I like it. I like that. Well, Canelo's been taking, I feel like, risks ever since he fought Triple G. As far as fighting fighters bigger than him physically, this is going to be the biggest one yet. So I think it's going to be good, man. December. Good, good finish to a crazy year.
Yeah, and you touched on it. British fighter, British fan base. They're gonna market this. They're gonna sell it to. They're gonna make you think that Callum Smith has a chance, and he does have he has a chance.
He has a chance.
Every
Chris.
fighter does. But those British fans really, really turn up. We see it with Tyson Fury. We saw in the past with Ricky Hatton. They really get behind their fighters. So I'm excited to see the build up to this fight. I like to see some all access episode or two. I don't know if they can do it because it's 3-4 weeks out. We'll see how the production team gets on that one. But yeah, dude, we're just excited to see Canelo in the ring again. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I thought the turnaround was near impossible weeks ago. So the fact that we're gonna get to see him, it's an early Christmas present for a lot of his followers, supporters. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Somebody I know Jesus mentioned better than Plant. Plant is like the same size as Canelo, maybe not as skilled wise in that department. So yeah, just the fact that you have a fighter that has like physical advantages against you just makes it a little bit just that much tougher for Canelo. So yeah,
big shout out to Sean from Just Boxing, who's here as well. And yeah, I think is this gonna be the biggest fight of the year? Obviously, Lomachenko Teofimo was big. Off the top of my head, Was Joshua Ruiz this year as well?
I want to say it was last year.
Last year?
I
I
want to
don't
say
dude, this year has been crazy.
it was like around Christmas last year, I think.
I know Tyson
Yeah.
Fury, Wilder was this year, February. That's probably the biggest fight of the year. But I think this one's going to be big. This one's going to be big and interesting that it's on the zone. Like we mentioned last week, it didn't seem like they were too mad at each other per se. It seemed like both were kind of like, all right, it was going to be tough to go through with this contract.
Yeah.
You know, the pandemic hit, and now Canelo's working with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom to make this fight happen. The venue's still
TBD.
TBD,
But
I suppose.
most likely Vegas.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. And Canelo said they do want fans to be in attendance, but I mean, it's not looking likely unless you're doing it in Texas, you know?
Well, they don't have to follow as many protocols and stuff. But yeah, man, damn, Canelo. I think that's the most. I've gone on record to say that Canelo's like on a level on the league on his own. I don't see too many people giving him too much trouble. But if there's one, it's probably this guy, Callum Smith. He's got the size of, kind of a Benavides. I see them as being very rangy, very big, super middleweights. Canelo's not a natural, super middleweight. He's a smaller guy, more compact, a lot of power.
Yeah, Callum's going to have 8 inches over him?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's going to be a very, Callum's is going to try to make it a boxing fight, keep him, at reach. But yeah, dude, Canelo's fought bigger guys. Sergio Kovalev, he's fought these bigger guys, and they just can't handle his power. They just can't, with his skill and his power. So yeah, this is gonna be a good fight for sure.
Yeah, and Comics Vet says only chance Canelo has to lose is if he hurts his hands by landing all those punches.
Man.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Callum Smith has not looked too impressive in his last couple fights. Many people thought he lost his last fight against Ryder. Was that his last fight? I believe so, right?
So, yeah.
His fight before that against Ndam, if I'm not mistaken, to me wasn't too impressive. He was fighting a middleweight. And Ndam, he's going to get up every single time, right? No matter what. But yeah, I think this is the best fight possible right now, especially considering everything that's happened this year, considering that the contract was just ripped up with DAZN and Canelo's a quote-unquote free agent. I still believe they were able to pull off a very good fight. And, obviously probably guys like Triple G are bigger names, but I do think that Callum Smith brings in a tougher challenge because of the size, because of the power, because he is the champion. General consensus, right? Callum Smith is the man at 168, but we're going to see. I still think I'll favor Canelo probably 65-35 around there.
So.
I'm giving Callum Smith a decent chance in this fight.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, with Callum Smith, he's got a couple names. He's got George Groves. He's Nadam. Nadam's he's never been like that top 10, but
he's very durable.
Yeah, durable.
Rocky Fielding,
guy.
don't forget that.
So I mean, he's got some experience in there. It's gonna be the biggest fight. My question to you is, how much do you think Canelo's making for this fight? How much do you think?
How much do I think? What?
Yeah, I know you don't have an exact number. If you had to put a number on it, how much do you think he's getting paid for this fight?
I would think it's not too much. Damn. I was going to say it wouldn't be far away from the $30 million that he was getting prior to that. But there's probably not going to be fans in attendance. So I would say more than 25 for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say that, I'm guessing he was going to take less money than that 35 for sure, because he would have to pay a little bit more.
It's understandable
for Callum to take this fight, because he wasn't taking it before at 5 per his trainer. But yeah, this I want to see how long Callum Smith lasts. He's a champion. He's not gonna want to go away easily. No one wants to lose their title. He's going up against the very best. You always have the best camp when you're gonna go against someone like Canelo, like a Loma, and man, so. Someone's been knocked off the pound for pound. You never know.
Yeah, and you would think that Callum Smith has been in the gym too. Oh yeah, because people are already making that excuse. I see around the social networks.
Yeah,
like, oh man, why are they giving short notice? I strongly believe that if you're a fighter, you have to be ready year long. year round. You know,
Yeah.
you got to stay ready,
Yeah.
stay in the gym.
Yeah.
If you're gaining 30 pounds after every camp, then I mean, you're only doing it to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're one of maybe 4 names that's up there for Canelo to fight. You know, you kind of just have to be ready as a professional. It's your biggest, moment. You know, if you're not ready, there's gonna be those doubts like, shit, maybe I shouldn't take this fight. But it's a lot of money, and then you go in there not being 100% mentally focused. So I'm guessing. I know Canelo's very disciplined. We've seen Eddie talk about how they've been ready year long. Just they have that mentality where they're just very disciplined. They stay in the ring. He stays ready, and yeah. I had to commend Canelo once he became a free agent, how easy he was able to make this fight, come to fruition. So yeah.
Yeah, how do you think Caleb Plant feels? I saw him.
He tweeted something?
I think he tweeted or put something on Instagram about talking about he stays ready or this and that, kind of like a subliminal. After the Canelo rumors and after the Callum Smith rumors came about. And yeah, some people were like, "Oh, why are you ducking this and that?" And he was actually clapping back at them and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure he would have wanted that fight.
Yeah.
Now the last rumor before this, when they supposedly offered Caleb Plant the fight, the rumors were that he didn't accept because he said he didn't have enough time to get ready.
Yeah, he did say
Right,
that.
another one of those. What's that quote? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
So I think you're right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But those were the rumors that he turned it down last time, and this time around, I don't know what happened. Well, they actually asked Canelo about it.
On the live, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably post the clip later because I don't remember exactly what he said. Because he did answer some questions. They asked him about Callum Smith, they asked him about Spence, and they asked him about Munguia. And yeah, he just answered respectfully about all of them. I'll post it up later, but yeah, I like this fight. It's on DAZN. So if you didn't unsubscribe, I think it's a very good fight. We heard that a lot of people wanted big fights, right?
Yeah.
Of course, Joshua's coming up. The Ryan Garcia fight was postponed, so I think this one, DAZN, they're gonna be able to keep a lot of subscribers by putting this fight on with Canelo and Callum Smith.
Yeah, no, with the whole Caleb Plant, it seemed like, social media wise, it seemed like he wanted it. He was very, I guess he was very present in that social media sphere that he wanted it, and then you just didn't get the golden ticket, man. I mean, again, stay in the gym, stay ready. You never know, like your opportunity might come next year. There's only so many names that are very, enticing to not just the boxing fan but the casual fan. So his name is up there. His name is one of the 4 up there that I can think of that the people will want to see him, fight against. I don't give a lot of fighters chances against Canelo. I think again he's on a league of his own, but man, they could
The size difference it makes it at least a little more interesting. A little more interesting, without a doubt, because we saw Canelo against Kovalev. He took his time. He didn't throw that many punches. He tried to counter whenever he could. So I think he's gonna approach this fight the same way. Be careful. You're fighting a guy who's 6'4". Fight night, he's probably gonna be 195 pounds, 190 pounds at least. So, it should be interesting. Comics vet, he said he's still going to bootleg the fight. Jesus says he knew Caleb Plant would back out. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Canelo has been having a tough time finding someone, to get in there. If there's not this crazy amount of money involved, I'm pretty sure that's how they entice Kovalev.
Yeah.
But
yeah, to me, I give up Canelo props for picking a name. I know they were talking about some other fighter, and a lot of people were just like not happy with that. Who was in a very known name. Not a lot of people, and even the boxing circles, knew who he was. But Callum Smith, people know. Caleb Plant's the people that know. Benavidez, the people that know. Even Saunders, the people that know. Those are names that that maybe down the road, 2021, he might be able to get in there as well. But yeah, for now, it's Callum Smith, 6'4", very long reach, capable champion title holder against the very best in Canelo, and I have no doubt he's gonna give a good competitive performance however long this fight lasts. Do you think it ends by knockout, or do you think it goes a distance?
I believe, man, I want to say distance, man.
Okay.
I want to say distance, but
Okay.
I see a lot of these comments. Gonzalo's checking in here. He says, I feel like Canelo will destroy him to the body like he did his little bro.
His little bro.
I think it's his bigger bro, right? Older bro,
so.
but
Yeah.
smaller in size.
Yeah.
Which that I feel like Canelo's gotten good at that. You know, when he's a bigger fighter, it seems like he doesn't have trouble
Yeah.
against bigger fighters. You know, Rocky Fielding was a good challenge, but you know, no, but
Damn.
like Kovalev, you know, it always seems like he has a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I want to say distance just because I think he's going to be very careful throughout the fight.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if, like you guys said, he catches him with some crazy body shots and ends it
Yeah.
then and there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Canelo knock out our TKO before the 10th
Dang,
round. I
dude.
think so.
So what happened to this reputation that Callum Smith had? Because if you remember about a year ago, everyone was like, "Oh, this guy's unbeatable. Canelo will get hurt against this guy. He's too big." Like, what do you think happened?
I think it's before Canelo like just crushed through the upper
The
divisions.
crusher?
The crusher before he crushed through the crusher. Yeah. Yeah, before this, Canelo was, people haven't had him still number one, but like people, man, Canelo just took it to a whole nother level. He got a lot of recognition, not just going through the ranks, but clearing some of those divisions and getting the recognition by the ring. We all know that the ring doesn't just give you that division unless you really, decisively take it out. And so with this one, he could take out the 168 as well. Taking out the best guy at 168, the ring will recognize you as the best in that division. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that WBC is vacant, and I believe who has the other one? Is it Billy Joe Saunders?
I think
Let
so.
me see. Let me pull it up. Oh, I know I have it somewhere here. All right, let's see. 168. Yeah, Callum Smith has a WBA. IBF is Caleb Plant, and WBO is Billy Joe Saunders. You would think that Canelo will beat Caleb Plant. I want to say comfortably. I don't know if he stops him, but I think he's highly favored in that one, and Billy Joe Saunders as well. I think he's very, very overrated. You know how I feel about British fighters.
Yeah.
We just saw one this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Got almost knocked out with like a half jab, not even
What?
full extension.
Man.
But anyway,
We'll get into it later.
you guys at home, what percentage do you give Callum Smith of winning against Canelo? What percentage? I'm going to say, I already said it, 35 for me. About, I don't know, what do you think?
With me, I give it 30. I want to see what other people have to say, but 30% for me. I think he's got a good, he's got those advantages, those physical advantages, height, reach. He's gonna have to fight like a perfect fight, and definitely not succumb to the pressure which Canelo's gonna bring. He's gonna get him to the body. His scale's gonna be imposed upon him. Yeah, I kind of, not to compare because totally different fighters, but like I see him fighting a Luke Campbell type of fight against a Loma, the more skilled fighter, Luke the taller, rangier fighter. But I just see Canelo just working that body.
So what percentage did you say for Callum?
30.
30?
30.
Okay, 30.
Yeah.
What do you guys think at home? Comics Vet says stoppage 9th round, bigger fighters, more to hit.
Yeah.
Chris Karmelich, shout out to Chris,
Boy,
says
Chris.
25% for Callum Smith.
Okay.
Jesus, are you giving Callum Smith 47%? I mean, if it happens, we're going to come back to this and be like,
this is a
this
genius.
guy, Jesus knows something.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I think I say that because in his last fight, like I said, Callum Smith didn't look too impressive. However, he had a fighter who was just backing him up, making it a little rough, a little dirty, just backing him up against the ropes.
Hey.
Shout out to those guys. Sean, shout out to you as well.
It's like,
But
there it is.
there it is. Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting, man. Callum Smith does have that power, but you would think the winner becomes the undisputed best fighter at 68, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Benavidez could beat Callum Smith?
Callum Smith, that's a good competitive fight. I think they both I think that one's more like 50-50 in my opinion. I think that one's very, very close. I'll throw in Caleb Plant in there as well. I think those three guys are right there with each other. Okay. I see Benavidez and Callum Smith having some of the same attributes. Obviously, the size, the reach, but I see Benavidez having more speed. But I don't know. There's a lot of intangibles that you have to take into consideration, like will, heart, how you adjust, so style. So I think those three. I want to see those three guys. I know some people talked about how those three guys should fight each other and the winner should get Canelo and stuff. But and that's not a bad idea. But we all know how it works with politics. So just the fact that we have a Callum Smith, the recognized champ at that weight, by Canelo, that's a good one.
Now, how is Golden Boy feeling right now?
Golden Boy. Are they completely out? Are they not promoting this at all?
I haven't heard their name.
I did
anything.
not,
I didn't
yeah.
see their name on the fight poster that they've created. Who knows? Who knows?
Exactly. I was waiting for the live for them to do a little shout out to Oscar and Golden Boy. I heard nothing. I mean, maybe it takes a couple of days maybe to iron out those chinks. But I mean, Canelo did make it very clear, very, very clear that he wants to be like a promoter and you know, work after boxing. Like he wants to focus on that and stuff. So yeah, what do you think, Gio?
Man, I feel like they're gonna feel left out, man,
For sure.
because it's gonna be a big event,
Mm-hmm.
and if you go through that whole event and not mention Golden Boy, you
It's
know
like a
they're
little
gonna feel
diss,
some type of
right?
way.
It's a little.
Yeah,
It's a diss without being a diss in a way. It's just like not even worth mentioning.
in a way.
Yeah.
Or what he can try to do is try to put some of his fighters on the undercard, so at least he gets some type of shine.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell is going to be ready for the 19th. That's exactly 2 weeks after the 5th.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Obviously, Luke Campbell caught the virus, so I haven't heard too much
Yeah, I
about
haven't
his
heard-
condition. But you would think that he's doing okay. But even then, he's probably taking a couple weeks off from camp. So
Yeah.
that's probably putting on Ryan and the Canelo undercard is probably not realistic at this point.
Yeah, they would have mentioned maybe something in passing, but no.
Ooh.
And Canelo, I think he would have mentioned if there was news, right?
Yeah, and this is big for Eddie Hearn, man,
for
because
sure.
he could put his youngins in there. Diego Pacheco. He could put Diego
Smart.
Pacheco in there. Who else has he been putting on?
You could put in Anthony Sims.
Austin Williams, Ammo.
Williams, Ammo,
He's been
yeah.
putting him
Yeah.
on the undercards. Hey, why
Yeah.
not put our boy Anthony Sims Jr. on the
Exactly.
undercard?
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
ready. He stays ready, right? He's
That's
got
good for
names,
Eddie
man.
Hearn.
He's got names. This is like one of those shows. Like, yes, it's Canelo, and it's like one of those maybe last minute throw in some guys. You know, find some guys that could fight your guys last minute. Who's not gonna want to be in a Canelo show, Canelo card? So,
Yeah.
man, this is a chance, Eddie. You're the promoter. Make it happen.
Man, but once again, it takes me back to the whole Ryan Garcia against Campbell thing about the fans being there.
Oh,
It would have been amazing with the Mexican fans and the British fans in the same arena.
Man, that's
Freaking Cielito Lindo against what they got, the Sweet Caroline.
Carolina. Yeah, damn, that would have been big for sure.
That'd have been crazy.
Yeah, I know Ryan's been. I know he went on live a couple days ago and he did say like, oh, if we could get on that car, that would be awesome. That's what he wants.
Or
course.
maybe if they throw in Linares,
Right.
right? That has been rumored as well.
Yeah. Okay. If you guys know any British names under Eddie Hearn's stable that would fit, you know, that replacement for Luke, put it out there. That'd be dope. See if we get any names. But
Chris says Nikita. Yeah. Nikita
on the
Bobby.
card.
The
Yeah.
white chocolate.
White
Yeah, he's entertaining, man. He has
He's a
that
beast.
knockout power.
Yeah.
But
When's the
yeah,
last time he fought? I feel like I haven't seen him since.
he fought the last time I believe he got a decision.
Okay.
I don't remember. Was it the Jesse Vargas fight
Damn.
or a more recent one?
I don't know.
Because there hasn't been too many shows here in the U.S.
Yeah.
The last the Zone show was in where did Devin Haney fight?
Devin Haney fought
Because I was thinking about the
the
one in
Gamboa
Mexico
one?
before.
Or the one
Yeah,
before that?
the Gamboa.
The Gamboa, I think it was Vegas. Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be very, very interesting, man. Canelo makes it official against Callum Smith, 168, couple titles on the line. Still favoring Canelo. I'm sure most people are, but I mean, I think Callum Smith would be a good name to lose against.
Damn.
You know, and you know how I feel about British fighters. If Callum Smith could get this victory, he becomes the number one British fighter at the moment. You know, obviously, what did they say? Josh Taylor as the number one. But
okay.
this would be the biggest win in British boxing in a while.
Yeah. Honestly, you cannot discount, like, I mean, anything can happen in boxing, really. Yeah, him knocking out the number one pound for pound, and for many people's consensus number one, that would be huge. Huge. I wouldn't say he takes the number one pound for pound spot.
Why not, dude? Keep the same energy. He takes his spot if he beats him, right? God damn it. I've been arguing against his...
He takes the number one spot at 168 without a doubt. Without a doubt. But
See how it doesn't work that way,
I'll put him in
Chris?
top five. I will put him in top five.
Top five pound for pound, Callum Smith.
You beat the...
Say it with your chest, man.
I would say top five. Shit, at least that
I'm
fifth
putting the
spot.
camera on your
We'll see.
face right there. What'd you say?
He's
Repeat that. Look at the camera and repeat that.
I will put Callum Smith in the top five. if he beats Canelo. At least the top 5.
Woo!
Super high up there, but top 5.
Comics Vet didn't seem too happy.
I don't think he does. I don't think he beats the number 1 guy. I think he's on a league on his own.
Okay. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez, who was at Buddy McGirr's gym today.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I saw they were posting pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't there today, but he was.
He was there.
He was there. So shout out to Teofimo, who still has his boot. He got some type of surgery. Okay. I don't know, for something on his leg.
Yeah. I know he took a couple days. He was out on vacation after that win. He was chilling. He was living it up, right? Man. I wonder how soon we'll see him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on this fight? I don't have anything else other than I'm still favoring Canelo, but I think it's the best fight available at the moment with 1 month notice basically.
Yeah.
So
with that much time left to just happy to see a fight, and then he's fighting a name, so he really cannot be mad. All he has to do is put on a performance. I've been happy with the last couple weeks, months of boxing. We got Teofimo Loma. We got
it's been back to back.
So we're getting back-to-back fights. Yeah, unfortunate with the Hover Valdez. Unfortunate with Ryan and Luke. Man, we need to keep these guys in a bubble and not let them see anybody, man. So this doesn't happen. But you get the face of boxing coming back to fight. So man, come on, December 2020. It's a good way to end the year. Can't complain.
Yes, sir. All right, I think it's a good time to move on to
the number 2 pound.
Joshua Franco, really already?
Number 2 pound for
but,
pound. All right.
This past weekend on ESPN Saturday, ESPN has been putting on some very good cards.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the ratings are very good.
Yeah.
But before we get into the co-main event, and if you want to get into the main event,
we'll get into it.
But big shout out to Raymond Murataya, man.
Hey.
Raymond Murataya improves to 11-0, 9 knockouts, got another knockout. He had an opponent who they got on short notice, as they said, right? But he did what he had to, got him out of there. And, looking impressive once again.
Yeah.
Shout out to Raymond. We reached out to him, but he was still in Vegas. So,
partying it up, man.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Sitting the
Come
slots.
back next week.
Hey, we'll get him on, and we'll talk to him about that fight and what's to come. But, a good win, impressive win. Shout out to his opponent. Again, boxing's not easy. Taking a fight on last minute against one of the prospects in boxing and Ray Murataya, it's no easy job. So Ray, like you said, he did what he had to do. You saw some flashes of skills. We would love to see him last more rounds, and he's gonna step up in competition for sure. And so again, he's just can't wait to see.
Just
that.
a matter of time.
It's a matter of time, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ray Murataya, his brother Gabriel Murataya, el maestro, and his father as well, Mr. Gabriel.
Hey.
They're doing a great job with her, and of course he had Robert Garcia in his corner, and they look solid, man. They look solid. Yeah. And just to put the finishing touches on the Canelo conversation, Irving Guzman says, very good fight for Canelo. The question is, knockout or will it go to decision? Man, what percentage do you give the knockout happening?
The knockout happening, okay.
I'm going to say 50. I'm going to say 50-50, honestly. I'm going to say
50-50 on the knockout? Yeah, close.
Taking the easy way out.
Okay. Yeah, about 50-50. 50-50. 55, 60.
55% knockout?
Yeah.
Would you put money on that? Would you put money on the knockout or decision? Regardless of the odds. Which one would you go for?
I feel the knockout more. Yeah, I think so. Something about, I don't know. I feel like something about these British fighters, they don't see that Mexican style as much as they.
Yeah, they don't like those body shots.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, I just don't think they see that enough. And when they do, Callum Smith, when he does see the style, it's a Canelo, man.
And another thing is, he's not used to having fighters actually hit him a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think his head movement is going to be good enough to avoid all the punches. I don't think his feet work is going to be good enough to avoid all the punches to the body. And Canelo's good at that. The body punches and the uppercuts. So against a tall fighter, I think it's a favorable style against Canelo, and he has an all-time great chin. So let's see if Callum Smith can do anything about that. Avenge his brother's loss.
Yeah, some of the best body punches I've seen Canelo do was, in that second Triple G fight, and that's when I was like, oh, damn, and you saw Triple G slow down, so Triple G was up there, so.
And is Callum Smith going to be ready for the biggest stage?
A Triple G
biggest stage.
Triple G was on that echelon of like, big fights for a minute, and then Colin Smith is like barely coming onto that stage, even though he's a title holder, a champion.
He's huge over there.
He's huge there, but it's a whole different thing, when you're in front of the bright lights over here.
Woo! Comics Bet says 75%.
Damn. Okay, I wanted to go there, but I was like, I don't want to reach.
And he also says Canelo should go down to 116, clean out that division.
I think he's too big now to go down that weight. I think
it's interesting that they asked him that during the live today,
okay.
And Eddie kind of answered that. He was like, it's looking difficult right now, especially because he said the biggest name that would fight at 60 is Golovkin, and even Golovkin didn't fight at 60 in his last couple fights, right? So he was saying it would be difficult to move back to 60, especially because those fights are difficult to make. If you think about the champions, Charlo,
PBC,
even Golovkin, he still has a title, right?
Yeah,
at 60, but that would be very interesting. It looks like for now they like that 68 division.
Yeah, I mean they're in their 30s now. Triple G's in his late 30s. Canelo's in his 30. Different bodies. When you're used to making those fights at 175, 160, your body grows, and then it's like, man.
And then
it just makes it so much difficult to drop weight.
And I don't think a fight against like Boo Boo is enticing enough to
make
that extra sacrifice.
He'll make Boo Boo come to 160 if he wants it. I mean, it's Canelo. It's the cash cow. Shoot.
Comics Bet says easy work. I believe so. I think he beats all of them, wipes it out. But like I said again, does he want to take that extra sacrifice, knowing that Boo Boo, it's not a big money fight.
Yeah.
Charlo step in the ring with him. He's probably gonna ask for a lot of money, and then Triple G as well. Triple G wants to get paid.
Yeah.
Is the DAZN gonna honor that contract with Golovkin? What they give him, like 100 million, or what do you get? 60 million?
So, I don't got the numbers out, but it's something like that. Like 90, I think something like 90 million.
Something like that.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but that's that, man. And we'll kind of talk a little bit about it toward the end of the show as well. If we have any final thoughts on that Canelo fight, that was breaking news today.
They're gonna pay Triple G with some of the subscription money they make. Man.
Yeah,
there's a little bit Triple G shoot, but yeah.
What's up with Triple G? He's been looking a little chunky lately.
Triple G,
those photos that I've seen.
Homeboy's taking the whole year off. Whole year off, man. Yeah, that's why I feel like he can't make weight no more. I mean, I think 160, even though that was once like the division with Triple G. The Charlo.
And even Jacobs is not even there anymore. He went up. Like 68 looks more enticing now.
160 ain't cool no more, bro.
It's not cool. It's not cool, man. I think the pandemic, like Comics Bet says, at his age, a third taco adds 5 pounds, which is true, man.
Very true.
It's true.
You got 4 waiting in the fridge for you, huh?
Yeah, we got some tacos today. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, man.
Yeah, but no, it's true, man. It seems like every fighter, from what I've noticed, has been affected, even if it's a little bit. Yeah. We've seen some guys who haven't made weight, who are normally very disciplined. Like Regis Prograis didn't make 40 last time, right?
Yeah.
And then I know a couple of fights they've scheduled, like a couple pounds over the limits and things like that. But I think these fighters have been affected by it. Arnold Barboza, in his previous fight before the Salcedo one, he said it kind of hit him a little bit. He wasn't able to train the same way. And yeah, man. Yeah. I think 68, 60.
That's crazy, dude. When Gervonta makes weight and all these other guys don't. It's like when that troublemaker gets an A and everybody gets like a C. Like, how the heck?
Like, how did he get student of the month? He got suspended last month, and this month he's student of the month.
Damn, he made a comeback. Shoot. Too funny.
Yeah, but going back to ESPN, man, it was a pretty good card. I was actually glued to the TV. Well, actually, for the Murataya fight, who else was on there?
Who else was on there?
I don't even remember. No, I mean the fights in between.
Yeah. We got the Joshua Franco with the Moloney.
Yeah.
That was
because I know after Murataya there was a couple fights.
Joshua Rodriguez.
Greer.
Yeah.
Greer.
Okay. I didn't see that
Greer.
one. I was having dinner with my mama for her birthday. But how was that fight? Let me know.
So I did watch this fight. It was very interesting. So Greer, as we know, he lost his previous fight against Mike Plania. He switched trainers. Well, actually, his trainer, they were saying, wait. Was it this one?
I think it was.
No. Never mind.
The one
Confusing it.
before,
But
okay.
I was thinking about Kell Brook. How his trainer didn't want to travel and do all that because of the whole virus.
That's right.
But Greer switched the trainers, and he had Shakur in his corner, actually.
Okay.
Shakur Stevenson. And in a lot of those rounds, Shakur was the quote-unquote main trainer, the one who would be in the ring giving them the instructions and things like that. Good fight. I'm not mad at the draw. It was a draw ultimately. They did want him to box a little more. The whole pillow moniker, he kind of put that to the side. So he didn't bring out the pillow and anything like that. And I think a draw was fair.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay, then I missed Shakur Stevenson working the corner.
Yeah, he was giving them good instructions, man.
So what you gotta do is,
Yeah, basically.
There you go, Shakur.
But he was just telling them to box. Don't stand there. Don't get hit.
Yeah.
You know, focusing more on defense, which I always like that. I don't like fighters getting hit.
Yeah.
To me, not getting hit is 50% of the game.
Yeah.
And if you can avoid punches and counter in that same sequence, and it's going to be hard to beat you. But, yeah, a draw, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Greer.
That's something we've talked about, how entertainment is so important, right? And this pillow moniker, you know, it's entertaining. It's interesting. It makes people like, oh shit, what is he going to, you know, is he going to do what he says he's going to do? And for a long portion of those fights, he was putting guys to sleep. But then again, if you go with that, then that's, man, when they check you, it kind of you look bad. You look bad. So it adds a little added pressure. So we'll see. Joshua Greer, he's a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. I think he needs to clean up his defense a bit. But but he's a good fighter. We'll see what happens down the road. Draw.
Yeah,
okay.
that was a good fight. Let's just get to Franco because
go.
I'm seeing some comments here, man. Let me know what you guys think, because I don't think this fight was as controversial as ESPN/Disney is making it out to seem. That's my way of dissing them. But it sounds funny. But I don't think it was as controversial as they try to make it to seem. I do think a lot of people were annoyed because at every chance they got, they were calling Crawford the pound-for-pound king, right? Since Loma lost, they're like, all right, let's move on to this guy. And then they kept pushing that narrative that there was some type of robbery in this fight.
Yeah.
You know, that whole 30-minute interval. What's up with Nevada, man?
What's up with Nevada?
What's up with Nevada? So they took a long time to count the votes, and now they took 30 minutes to watch one round.
Damn.
What's going on in that state, man?
I missed that connection, man. It's still loading. Oh, man.
Still loading. What's going on over there?
Yeah, I saw that it took. Okay, so yeah, I saw that it was like 20 minutes, 30, 25
Honestly,
minutes.
I was telling my brother, I think it was just because they needed time to kill in between fights.
For sure.
Yeah. It was more of a production thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that fight was only 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And it was still kind of early-ish. I'm like, they just need to kill time. I mean, Timmy and Dre, they can only say so much, you know. They've been talking all day.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say that. It seems like they were just, trying to make it more controversial than it should have been.
What do you think about the decision?
The no contest?
No contest. So Jesus, who was it? Jesus here? Jesus, Franco versus Moloney. I did see a headbutt and shoulder by Moloney, and I thought it was clear, and that's what the ref saw. And then, if you remember, during the fight, the commission actually doubled down. They're like, all right, yeah, because they agreed with the ref in real time. It was after the fight where I don't know if it was the promoters, I don't know if it was the network, where they said, I guess, check the replay again. What were they checking for? I'm not sure. Because if the ref calls a headbutt, if the commission says, okay, he's right, they showed a couple collisions with the head. Most of them were on Franco's left eye, but there was one significant one on his right side. And some shoulders, like Jesus said. So, I mean, I don't know. People are just weird, dude. Yeah. I don't know if they need a reason to complain. I don't know if they're just bored at home, the pandemic. I don't know. Yeah. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And honestly, after 2 rounds, if you're complaining that you didn't win the fight after 2 rounds, then that says a lot about you, Andrew Moloney. If you're trying to get your belt back this way, if you're not trying to go through the whole fight and win it after 2 rounds, with something that, let's say it was the thumb, like they kept repeating, they were ignoring the headbutts. But let's say it was the thumb. You that's how you want to get your belt back?
Yeah.
You know, run it back, get the third fight, and let the best man win.
Yeah, to me, like I thought Moloney was fighting good. He
was fighting well in the first fight, and he almost got knocked out.
So he's fighting well. Maybe he just felt he had the momentum, and he did land some punches, but that doesn't negate the fact that it was also a headbutt. So yeah, you landed the punches, but also there was also a headbutt. That just the fact that there's a headbutt and that's what truly caused that eye to close. That's a given, and so I do understand like him feeling like he was in his zone, in his moment, fighting well. It's unfortunate that the fight got stopped. He obviously wanted to win that title so bad, and I'm sure he prepared very well for this fight, as did Franco. But yeah, to your point, Gio, yeah, you want the belt. It's got to be a clear win. No controversy, nothing left. To really review. Like it should just be all done. In that ring, and so.
And to me, nothing was definitive.
Yeah.
Like in any sport, when they go to replay, they let the call stand if they can't overturn it, right? Yeah. So I thought that this was the case. I didn't think it was controversial in any way. But if you guys listen to Robert Garcia's podcast and Pita, they were kind of going off because they didn't like the stuff that happened. First of all, they had this tweet about Oscar, kind of like a sarcastic tweet. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah. Where they were thanking Oscar for being there, which he wasn't there. But they were talking about basically they were in there alone. It was just them. The Franco team, basically. Yeah. No Golden Boy representative.
That's right.
And it was just so weird because when you look at the refs and the commission looking at the replays, Bob Arum is going off on them. And then he's going off on the ref. And it's just like, they're making a decision. Why is he allowed to do that? Yeah. And then Pita was saying how he tried to tell Robert to go over there because all the top-ranked people were over there yelling at the commission. So they're like, let's just go over there and see like what they're talking about. We don't want to be left out with kind of no power per se. So they say when Robert tried to go over there, they pushed him back in the ring and said, no, you can't be over here.
The fudge.
And if you see before Moloney gave his interview, they're kind of yelling back and forth. And then Pita explained that as well. Okay. He explained that they were leaving, and then some people in Moloney's camp had something to say, and then that Pita went off of Moloney because he was saying, like, dude, you were celebrating a no contest. Like, you were over there yelling, and that says a lot about you. You didn't want to be in this fight. Last time we beat you up pretty good, and now you wanted to win this way, this and that. So they explained that part, and, yeah, they just weren't happy how everything happened. Yeah. How basically top rank and everybody on that camp was able to kind of have a say in it. At the end of the day, they kind of didn't, but it was just weird. It was weird to me.
It's just weird that the powers that be were there to voice, their opinion. They do have influence, so it could have gone their way. Yeah. A little unfortunate that Golden Boy didn't send anybody, just to show support. This is a guy that went over there and got the title, brought it back, and you still don't have people there supporting. That's a little.
Why are we deleting messages, guys?
But yeah,
let's go through some of these comments. Finish. I'll let you finish, and then we'll go through some of these comments here.
It's something that was, Joshua Franco won the title, and he won it like fair and square by stopping, Moloney.
Well, Moloney was trying even that it was a decision, but
in the first one,
the first one was
TKO.
Franco against Moloney.
Yeah,
no, it went to the cards, dude.
Did it?
It feels like he knocked him out, right? Because he had him hurt. But it went to the cards. Okay. And if you remember, the cards were like, I think two of them were 114, 113. So they would have had it a draw if it wasn't for the knockdown, which is crazy.
Damn.
Which is crazy. I could
have sworn he knocked him out.
Right?
It
feels like it. But I think it was a whole political battle because Robert and Pita kind of explained it too. And I mean, it was obvious. It was Golden Boy against top rank. Yeah. Bob Arum wanted to keep that belt no matter what.
Yeah.
And we could speak about it because we're not employed by anybody, right?
Right.
We're neutral. We don't care. But they were saying how there was a rematch clause for Moloney, right? If he lost the first time, which he did. And they explained that in the second fight, if Moloney won, there was not going to be another rematch. So no trilogy. So if Moloney won, he keeps the belt. Franco goes back to the zone, right? Franco, they said, was contractually obligated to fight a third fight on ESPN,
Dang.
whether it was going to be Moloney or not. So he needed to fight 3 fights, basically. And if he won the first time, defend the title twice on ESPN.
Okay.
All right, so there was a lot of mess going on there. And I'm pretty sure Bob is pissed because, let's be honest, he doesn't care about Moloney. Like, Moloney doesn't bring in any money for him, but he wants that title. It becomes a Bob Arum against Oscar thing.
Yeah. I mean, that title alone, like, he can, when you were fighters, to make money. But yeah, he wants to keep that title over here on this side. For Andrew Moloney, I mean, this gives him a third. I mean, I know you contractually there could have been a third fight, but this kind of almost guarantees in a way that there might be a third fight and more money for him. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get a third fight. I know
Yeah.
people are always going to be like, oh, it might not get made. I mean, there's interest because of what happened in the second fight.
Yeah. And then people are saying, oh, it's not fair to Moloney because he was doing so well.
He was doing
What
well
does
in the
that
first
have
fight.
to do? He won like most of the first half of that first fight. Out of the first 6 rounds, he probably won 4 in that first fight. So what does that have to do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
I was beating up that guy for the first 30 seconds. I swear
Yeah,
I was gonna
like, I was doing so well. That's not
Yeah.
fair that he fucking
To me, there's no doubt he would have done better this fight, but
yeah.
again, it
was gonna be a great fight.
It was gonna be a great fight
because it was gonna make Franco adjust more.
Yeah.
I think more than even the first fight.
yeah, but the fact is, it only went 2 rounds, so just run it back and
Yeah, run it back, man.
see what happens, man.
Let's read some of these comments,
Get
man.
these boys paid.
All right, let's see. I know a comics vet said something about Tim Bradley being trash. After watching it again, it's arguable that there was a headbutt. There's got to be definitive proof either way. It wasn't 100% either way. I agree with that. There was some head collisions. I mean, who are we to say, no, that headbutt wasn't like, it wasn't, the impact wasn't strong enough, so it shouldn't do that to your eye, right?
Yeah.
We can't say that. We're not freaking experts in that stuff. It was embarrassing how Moloney celebrated. That was weird, dude, because I was watching when they were, like, you can tell they were going to kind of stop it and it was going to be a no decision because the way that it was swelling.
Yeah.
But then I heard someone scream in the background. I'm like, what the? And it was Moloney. I was like, whoa, what is he doing on the corner?
What is screaming?
No, he just yelled because he thought he had won.
Okay.
Franco needs head movement. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's something that he can definitely improve on. Moloney has no power. His record wouldn't suggest that he does have the most powerful shot. It's like saying you want to win by no. Yeah. Can we all agree that Tim Bradley is trash, commentator? He acted like he himself was robbed with that decision. I didn't like that they were pushing that narrative because
That he was robbed? That he was robbed or whatever?
Yeah, and they kept saying it, and I don't know if the people, whoever they're calling on the phone, I don't know if they're watching the ESPN broadcast or not, or if they're just watching a broadcast with no commentators, or I don't know. But they kept saying that, this should be a Moloney win. It was clearly the jab, and they kept replaying the same replay over and over and over again.
Just the jab landing?
Yeah, just that one punch and ignoring the other stuff. But I was getting annoyed. It took me like 20 good minutes, but I was like, dude, they just need to shut up. Like, just.
Oh, man. I mean, we all know, like,
because I think that's unprofessional, man.
We know
you got to be neutral.
Yeah, we know ESPN top rank, who the top ranked fighters are, you know, who employs who and who's paying all that, you know. I normally do like Tim Bradley. I'm not saying he is
I like him. He's
objective,
cool.
but, you know,
he's funny.
He's funny. He's entertaining. He'll just do his little rants here and there. He's funny. He's entertaining. I'd still call him out if he's being biased. Like, if I would have seen this, I would have been like, yeah, he's being pretty biased here. But again, you can support and you can, you know, put an opinion out there as long as it's, you know, it's factual and, you know, you can back it up with logic. It seemed like this time he was being a little biased, right?
Yeah.
Based on what was shown to him. I think a lot had to do with the production crew.
I mean, they know
what
who
angles
pays
they were
them.
showing. Yeah,
They know who pays them.
what angles they were showing them and stuff. And
I'm not mad at that. Make your money.
damn.
Make your money, you know, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. As for what did they say, Andre Ward? Andre Ward's a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more gray in that area.
Unless it's against like Lomachenko or Triple G or someone like that.
Yeah, I liked him though. I liked him.
All right, let's see what else we got. Collision around 1, 2 minutes and 5 seconds of the round. I thought it was pretty clear, like the collision. I don't know why people are ignoring it. And I've even seen the videos and I've seen the pictures like on Instagram and Twitter. And even then, people are still arguing against it. So I'm just like, do you just don't want to see it or?
Yeah. No.
I don't know, man.
I want to see 12 rounds. Third fight. Get them paid. All right.
What the hell was Bob doing in the replay area? Yeah, that's what we're asking. I think that whole thing was just unprofessional. Bob running up to the commission, pulling up on him. And then he has his commentator squad saying, yeah, Moloney should win.
Damn, they got like another earpiece here, talking into say this.
I didn't find anything controversial about this. Obviously, if you listen to the commentators, you would think, man, this guy's getting robbed. But I don't know. I thought the referee saw something. He saw something. And then during the fight, the commission agreed with them. I'm pretty sure they watched some type of replay. So how do you overturn that? You can't just watch the whole fight and see, hey, look, he was getting hit. So, nah, he deserves to lose.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it would have been bad if Moloney wins.
Maloney gets.
I think Golden Boy would have sued, and I think it would have been a mess.
It was a second round, right?
Second round, yeah. They only fought 2 rounds. The headbutts happened supposedly in the first.
Doesn't the fight have to go over 3 or 4 rounds for it to
Over 4.
Over 4 rounds, right? For it to be
To go to the scorecards.
scorecards. Okay, so either way, it was too soon. So
Yeah, and what I got from that is the Moloney team did not believe in his fighter because they were so pissed after 2 rounds. If I believe I have the best fighter, I'm like, whatever, let's run it back. Forget whatever decision it was. Let's just do the third one and then make it fair.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean,
that was interesting.
That's interesting. Wow, I would like to see a third one. There's some interest there for a third one now. If Joshua Franco would have, won a UD or stopped him, then Moloney would probably not get a third fight. Very likely not, right? So this makes it interesting enough for him to get a third payday against Josh Franco and another chance at a title. So we'll see when they put that together because we know we've had Franco on before. We know he's going to be like, yeah, let's run it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that type of guy. So
yeah, and it sucks for him because people are going to talk shit about him. Like, he didn't have anything to do with the whole outcome. I just think the whole thing was just it was weird.
Yeah.
But entertaining.
Yeah.
I was entertained.
Yeah, I was going in and out, but I saw 23 minutes went back. I was like, damn, it's already been 23. How long does it take to?
They're just standing there in the corner.
It's like we watch soccer. They have us their replay too, right? It takes like a minute. We get annoyed when it takes like, why is it taking a minute? It's too fucking long. It's too many seconds. 23 minutes. I would have been like, the hell's going on, man?
Yeah.
Damn.
And in any sport, like, I don't think this is like rocket science. In any sport, like it's hard to overturn the referee's decision when they go back to that replay. If it's something like close, if it's like an out of bounds play, you can tell.
Yeah.
If it has to do with more like criteria, like, all right, like let's say in soccer, was that a handball or not?
Yeah.
And obviously that's going to take a little longer and they're going to take more time to think about it. But even then, it's tough to overrule the referee's call. It has to be like 100% definitive. Which in this case, I don't think either was. Like if you say, the headbutt wasn't enough, okay, you have a point. Yeah. If you say, it was a jab, okay, you have a point as well. But I mean, it's always difficult to overturn the decision.
Yeah, dude. But 30 minutes. What were they doing? Asking everybody. Cameraman number 1. What did you see? Oh man, I saw a headbutt. Mute him.
20 weeks. What do you think?
Mute camera guy number 1. He don't know
Willis,
shit about boxing.
What do you think, Willis?
Well, man, Jesus, that's a lot. Too much production time.
Not sure why it was instant replay. If the replay wasn't until after the fight. Yeah, and that was the thing. After the fight,
right? Yeah,
I thought they had already settled it during the fight because even the commentators, they said whatever headbutt, and then during the fight they said, okay, the commission agrees that it was a headbutt. Yeah. So they didn't talk about it for the rest of the second round until after the fight. Now all of a sudden they were like, wait a minute, go review it.
Go review this, man.
Yeah, there was nothing instant about that replay. Nevada I don't know, man.
Get your shit together, man. Damn
But that was that. I didn't think it was controversial. At least, did you think it was a little controversial?
a little bit, but not enough for it to take that long or for people to still be talking about it. I mean,
Not enough to read the comments that I saw. I'm like, whoa,
right, yeah,
these people were taking it
Yeah.
to a whole nother level.
yeah, it's a little too much. Again, like it,
I mean, the replays are there. Like,
yeah.
you
Anything,
don't have to believe us. Like, just go watch it.
I mean, anything that lasts 2 rounds is an NC. Like, what do you want? Like, it has to go at least 4. So, yeah. Well, third
Yeah.
fight.
And that was that. You have anything to say about the main event? I don't have much to say.
You don't have
about
much
that.
to say, man.
No.
I know a lot of people want to talk a lot about that.
Hey, he's a British fighter, man.
He's a British fighter. I mean, yeah, I know somebody mentioned earlier damaged goods, Kell Brook. Yeah, of course he's not the same Brook that B Porter. He's not the same guy that, lost.
Did he take a dive, Chris?
Hey, did he take a dive? No, I think he came to
Dude, it's so crazy how those things like work.
yeah, how
Like when Canelo knocked out Kovalev, everyone was like, "Oh,
He
he
took
took
a
a dive." But then in this one, everyone was like, "Hell yeah, pound for pound king. That's what he does."
the one with Ortiz and that opponent. That one looked a little suspect, but
Yeah,
nah, none of the others.
that was crazy with the forearm.
Come on, you gotta knock somebody out. That's an NT right there. But okay, yeah, Terrence Crawford.
See, if anything, that should have been a no
not
contest.
not
dude,
contest.
low-key.
I'm like
the one with Ortiz.
Ortiz and that.
That was weird.
that
man.
one was weird.
That was weird.
I'm like, this guy didn't get hit. The hell?
He tried to land a body shot and he hit him like on the eye area with the forearm.
Yeah.
Total
mean-
accident, but it still counted, I guess.
If you're gonna go down, like stay down from a body shot. That one looks more believable, right? Like, what did we
Dude, are
say?
you implying something? I thought
I'm
we
not-
already.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. If
Nah, I
you're
think
gonna-
he got hit pretty hard with that.
You think
forearm
so?
In the eye.
Yeah, that's like
I
we're
think
not
that was
in there.
That
We
was a
don't
hard
know.
hit, dude.
It's like this right here.
Because you don't expect that. You expect the glove, and all of a sudden,
Boom.
skin and bones is hitting you.
Skin and bones, man. All right, main event: Terrence Crawford versus Kell Brook.
Take it away.
Take it away, dude. 4th round knockout. How are you not impressed with the 4th round knockout? That's what I have to say.
He lost every round.
I mean, there were competitive rounds though.
You let Kell Brook do that to you?
There was a competitive fight up until that moment, and honestly, I was impressed how shook up Kell Brook. Like 1 second he's in the fight, he's competitive. The next second he gets timed like by a perfect punch. He's on the ropes. You know he's gonna come in there to finish him. And that's exactly what he did. And honestly,
Good refereeing.
Terrence Crawford didn't really land a clean flush punch. Like
Say that again.
he didn't like he.
Say that again.
If he does, he hurts him seriously. He hurts Kell Brook seriously.
Hey, man.
So thank the
if
heavens
this was
that,
anybody else.
that he just grazed him with that power and that the ref got in there and stopped it.
All I'm
Because
saying is, if this was anybody else, those rumors would have.
bro, that's how good he is. Like that's how dangerous he is. Like
What?
Terrence Crawford when it comes to finishing, it's
No, I'm
almost.
saying the first punch that
Oh.
landed.
Oh, that one did land.
Dude, he went from the middle of the ring to the ropes. Almost tackled down the ref. Which it was good refereeing because he
Yeah.
stepped in and
Yeah.
said the ropes kept you up. Knockdown. Which
Yeah.
he saved him because he would.
Yeah, because any of those punches lands clean, boom. Honestly, I thought Kell Brook again. He's not the same guy that fought Porter. He's definitely not the same one after going up. I think it was done for him to fight Triple G when he did. It was a very high risk when you're fighting a Terrence an Errol Spence Jr. This guy is a talent. But yeah, he's not the same. But I think he was a very competitive fighter in there. I thought he did well. I thought it was gonna last longer, maybe 9-10 rounds. I thought he was gonna get knocked out, but 4th round, I did not see that coming. And I know you don't give Terrence props.
I'm yawning right now.
I know you don't give Terrence props. I don't have him as highly as ESPN, Disney, whatever.
Bro,
like
pound
have
for
him.
pound king, man.
No,
Don't matter who he fights.
no, but he's up there. To me, he's top 3, top 4. But yeah, let's see what are people saying.
Worst British chin, Kell Brook or Amir Khan?
Oh man, come on! I can't put.
I still want to see this fight. I think it's even better now. I think I would be highly entertained, and I think I would be highly entertained by this fight.
Alexis Sanchez, no one beats Khan on that. No, Khan is one of the glassiest chins. It sucks, man, because he's so talented. He's got a lot of speed, skill. that chin just betrayed him, man.
That's a big fight in Saudi Arabia, man.
Yeah.
That's a big money fight right there.
At this point, both guys have to cash out. I think.
Have to.
I think this fourth round knockout kind of pushes Kell Brook to make that fight because where does he go from here? That one kind of.
He hasn't fought at 47 in a while.
Yeah.
Make that fight at whatever. It don't even matter the weight.
I don't think.
Just make it happen.
I feel like Khan can still make it because he's one of those slim
Yeah.
dudes. But I mean, come on, pandemic. I think it affected him as well. Man.
Yeah. Let them put on a couple pounds. Maybe they're a little stronger. Maybe they don't get stopped as easily.
Yeah.
You know. And I still want to see this fight, man. For the fight that we didn't get to see, and we all wanted to see, you know, Victor Ortiz and Bam Bam Rios. These guys still have a chance to make it happen.
I know.
So make it happen.
Yeah, I would if we put in Kell Brook with Amir Khan, make it more competitive. Have Amir Khan wear like a little steel chin brace. Let's go.
Khan versus Brook, both knock each other out. Says Jesus.
Oh man, honestly, who do you favor in that fight? If you had to put,
I don't know. Kell Brook hasn't had a meaningful win in such a long time.
okay.
Probably Sean Porter, you would say.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. He always fights well, but he just gets caught and something happens. Which before this fight, I would have said Kell Brook because Amir Khan is just on another level when it comes to getting stunned. But I feel like Kell Brook just doesn't have that confidence ever since he can say whatever he wants, but I think ever since Triple G broke his face, I don't think he has the same confidence.
yeah.
Because even when he was winning rounds, he still seemed like, oh, he's gonna get hurt sooner or later. He's gonna get hurt.
Yeah. I wanna say Khan, but that chin just makes you like, man, that's a 50-50. That one that just makes you just not want to put money up there. But
Ref would knock both of them out in a break.
take both belts, bro.
Come on, mate.
Come on, mate. That's still an interesting fight.
It's a good fight,
No
bro.
matter what, man. No matter what, like these guys.
I'm more excited about this fight than Kell Brook against
my
Crawford.
Gosh.
It means more, dude. Bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging
It
rights.
means more. Like all this time, these guys were supposed to be the next face of British boxing,
yeah.
like before Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
And they never fulfilled that potential, man. And I feel like they can rewind, time a little bit, and at least for like a week or for a month, be like, hey,
I think so.
I'm that man here in the UK, Mike.
Yeah. I think that's the fight that's it could be made much easier than the Victor Ortiz Bam Bam fight, because the Hispanic people wanted that fight so bad, but these guys really did not want to take that L, from each other, and so it's like that pride just and so then they went off to obscurity, and nobody's really interested in that one anymore. With this one, I think this fourth round knockout kind of pushes Kell into saying like, fuck it, let me cash out. And Amir Khan is one of those guys that will give me that, because and that would put him back into the mix, because you don't want to become the next Gamboa, stepping stone. You gotta get a
it's too soon for them. Gamboa's 38. Kell Brook is not as old, and Amir Khan's, so they should not be at that stage yet. At that point,
but I do think they're at that crossroads where one of them does eventually is going to be a Gamboa. Might as well cash out with big money, big name, and one of them can come back and fight for another big payday against a top welterweight.
Let me ask you this now. Now, you got to put yourself in those shoes. You have a family to feed.
Yeah.
You're getting a little older. Would you be that quote-unquote stepping stone and still get paid? Or would you call it a day after, let's say, a couple losses? You had a very good career.
Yeah.
You still have the love of all the people.
Yeah.
Would you stay in there knowing, hey, I could leave a lot of millions of dollars
on the table
or pounds, depending where you're from, on the table?
I think I would like give myself a number. I'm just gonna have 2 more fights, 2 or 3 more fights, and that's it. But again, because you don't want to stay in there longer than you're not gonna be able to freaking enjoy your money if you get hurt. So boxing is like that risk reward. Like it's a risk. So I'll be like, okay, let me give myself a little risk. Maybe 2-3 fights. 2-3 fights. That would be my number. Maybe 2 minimum. Like, okay,
If you were 38, would you fight like Gamboa?
At 38, fuck, I don't think so, bro.
Hey, he's still like his last fight. I'm not gonna say it was impressive, but
Yeah.
he didn't get hurt against
Yeah.
Devin Haney. He did just enough to go to 12 rounds and probably steal 1 or 2 rounds. But I'm pretty sure he got a good paycheck, man.
See, that's why I give him props
You
because
know,
it's like I know I wouldn't do it.
I liked him more after this fight.
Yeah, that's why I give him props because I know at 38, I don't think I would do it, even though it's like, yeah, this guy doesn't have as much power, probably go the distance. Like, there's you take into account those risks. But I give him props just for taking that fight, fighting a young, hungry, up and this guy's gonna be a blue chip fighter, win a lot of his fights down the road, and the loss is just gonna put you, even lower in that. But he gave a good account of himself, and he's probably gonna get called back, and he probably will take another fight.
I would like to see him fight Ryan Garcia.
That won't be like that's
Because
last.
Tank already fought.
Yeah.
Gamboa. We saw what Devin Haney did against him.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good test for Ryan if he can get, a big fight after, let's say, Gamboa or Linares. I think Gamboa's a good name.
How much do you think Gamboa's got paid for that Devin Haney? 2, 3,
I was gonna say 1.
1? Even if it's 1 million.
That's $1 million,
That's $1 million.
man.
Like,
That's $1 million, man.
when am I gonna, how many, what do I have to do outside of boxing to make this much?
A lot of people
That's
don't make that in
enticing.
their lifetime.
Exactly.
Like I
Exactly.
said, you got to put yourself in those shoes. You got a family to feed. I'm pretty sure he looks out after a lot of people.
Yeah.
You got bills to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my magic number would be 2, 3, but again, it's like it depends.
I don't think I can. I don't think I could continue to fight, dude.
Yeah,
I
no,
think my
'cause-
ego would be too big, and my pride, like
to not want. Oh, okay,
to not
see,
want to
you
go
don't-
in there and just get beat up, like knowing I'm probably gonna lose.
Yeah.
At 38,
Yeah.
dude, Gamboa came back from surgery. Like he didn't even look right. Like no. Now you put yourself in danger.
Yeah.
It's enticing though, that $1 million.
That 1 million, you're like, he doesn't have as much power, or
But I'm like, I don't want to look like no chump, man. I don't want to look like a chump.
Yeah, it depends how much you got in the bank though, too, right? Like, how well did he take care of his money? How much? What did someone say?
Comics bet, he'd be okay getting beat up for $1 million. If it was a 1 deal fight, like I'd never made $1 million before.
Yeah.
If it was a 1 deal fight, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But if I had a successful career, I wouldn't.
Yeah, Gio will take that the hand beat and take a knee. Like,
Yeah, dude, I'll take that Kell Brook punch and I'll slam myself against a turnbuckle.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. Damn, Context is a real one. He said 1 million. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Promote it.
Yeah, but that's all I got on that. But I did want to mention Bob Arum was just on a good one that day, man.
Really?
Well, after that whole incident that happened ringside, he was there with Crawford, alongside Crawford in
Okay.
that post-fight interview, which I've never seen.
You haven't seen it?
I've never seen that. Have you? I don't know.
I saw it. Yeah.
No, but I don't, like, I've never seen him do that before.
Oh yeah. No,
Like, be
we've
right
never-
next to Crawford.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Yeah.
Saying that Crawford will take Danny Garcia
Oh yeah, and Errol Spence in the same night.
and Errol Spence in the same night.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was not in a good mood, man.
I mean, that's his job, right?
Yeah, you
That's
got to
his-
promote.
yeah,
You got to get people into that club. Hey, our club is popping. Yo, you'll get a free drink. What they don't know is you're gonna have to pay $10 for that drink, right? Instead of 15. But come to my club, man. It's popping over here. We got the best DJ in the house. You know what I'm saying? Come spend your money over here.
Yeah, to me, I think he's doing a good job trying to get his Terrence's name out there, and I'm one of those guys, man. I'm one of those guys that thinks those guys on that side don't want to fight him because it's smart for them. It's smart business for them. Keep the money in home. I think it's business, and I'll be honest. You know me. I think I'm Team Terrence. I think he could take on.
Oh,
I think no. Oh, that guy is a dog. No. I will take a bet. I mean, even though Errol Spence is bigger, longer, it's got the size. I still think Terrence will take him. So I know you're not convinced, Gio. I know you're not convinced. I think you will.
I'm sure he beats most of the people at 47, but I got to see it, man.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm done with assumptions. Everybody just assuming. He's my pound for pound king because I think he'll beat all of them. Show me.
Oh, okay. No,
Show me.
it's
All right. Hey, I could say, man, I think Amir Khan will beat everybody at 47 right
Yeah.
now.
Show me.
What value does
Yeah.
that hold?
it's crazy because I do have Terrence high on the pound for pound rankings, but I do have him lower on the welterweight rankings just because, like, of your point, he hasn't fought enough competition. So yeah, I would like to see him against a Porter. Like, that would be a good.
That'd be great.
First guy to
Ugas, at least Ugas.
At least Ugas.
I don't think that highly of Ugas.
Okay.
But better than Kell Brook, man. But look, this brings us to a very important, interesting topic that Chris brings up. How about Bob saying, with the amount of money Terrence Crawford has cost him, he could have built a house in Beverly Hills. And then Comics Vet is saying, Aaron writing checks that Bud won't be able to cash. Oh, that's a metaphorically speaking, right? But I just saw checks and I thought he was talking about money.
Okay.
But Crawford is getting paid good money, and that's why I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind fighting Kell Brook. How much did he make this fight? $5 million?
I think so. A little bit over that.
Like, dude, who wouldn't take that money if you know you're gonna win a fight?
Yeah.
Take a couple bruises, like you know, Kell Brook is tough, but ultimately it's gonna be a W for Crawford. But he's been fighting like his last opponent that dropped him. I don't even know his name. I'm pretty sure he got a very good check for that.
Yeah.
You know, he's been getting paid well. And he's not fighting no Sean Porter, no Danny Garcia, no Errol Spence, Gaisu. Even Sean Porter, he put 500 people here at the StubHub Center. All right. He's not as marketable, but at least is a name.
Yeah.
Right? More than the last guy he fought.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I think he will fight some of those guys. I mean, they've all fought each other for the most part. Again, it makes a lot of sense business wise for PBC to keep all that money inside. But yeah, I we'll see. I mean, again, those guys are getting all that experience fighting each other. So yeah, Danny Garcia versus Spence.
That's a good fight, man.
Yeah,
dude, I think Danny Garcia hurts Crawford.
Okay.
I saw Gamboa hurt Crawford. I saw his last opponent drop him.
That's when he was small. Like,
yeah, Gamboa was smaller. Anyway, but no, Danny is still a dangerous fighter, right? Comics Vet. He still got it, man. He still got it. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a very tough fight for Spence. I do favor Spence. Hopefully that injury that he caused himself doesn't hurt him too much in the fight. Doesn't cripple him as much. Yeah. But I think he's gonna be okay. He should be okay, and he should win that fight.
I have Spence 60-40.
60-40?
60-40.
I think me too.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, Comics Vet is not convinced.
He's not
Angel, bro. I told you, dude. Angel right now is coming up with the game plan as we speak. And he's gonna make it a good fight. He's gonna give us something we've never seen from Danny. Hey. Look at me sounding like a promoter.
I don't know. I think Angel's past his prime. I don't think he's out the Teofimo Lopez Sr. level right now. I think it's over.
Dang, Comics Vet says the Army beat me up for less than minimum wage. Dang, that sucks. Respect to you, man. Shoot. So yeah, I bet that million's looking good.
Hey.
Yeah, man, but that's all I got on that. Someone mentioned Tyson against Jones. That's coming up.
That's right. That's just going on the radar.
I know it is,
I feel
man.
like this month has been.
It is.
It's because it
had so much steam at the beginning.
Yeah.
It had so much momentum, and then they changed the date.
Yeah, I think also just the Teofimo, the Lomachenko, the Gervonta, like these kind of just took hold of the boxing news. But yeah, Tyson versus Jones.
We're still taking Tyson, right?
I think so. I don't know if you guys saw. I saw a little bit of Roy Jones's docu. It's pretty good. I saw like 5 minutes. So yeah.
It says Angel's mouth can't throw punches for Danny. What he's been calling him like Birdman lately.
Birdman?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know.
He can fly or something. I don't know. But Angel's that dude. Can't wait to see him.
Wait, Comics Fact is a Danny fan, right? Is he a Danny fan?
Bro, he's about to unsubscribe right now. He's about to unfollow you.
Oh, he doesn't like Danny. He doesn't like Danny, right?
He don't like Danny.
Okay. Man,
I used to feel the same way about Danny, but then he earned my respect a little bit.
Convinced you a little bit?
After Matisse. After fighting, not even winning, after just fighting Porter and Thurman. Yeah, that earns my respect.
Yeah, I think Danny's he's got a good last couple fights in him. He's not. He's in his early 30s. I mean, he still has. He should still be kind of primed, but yeah. I just don't think that same hunger is there. I feel like he's mentally moved away. I think he maybe wants to do music or something else. Like,
AB?
Kinda. I think so.
AB got arrested again. I think he started like a GoFundMe or something. Again?
Oh my goodness, B.
He started taking donations.
Yeah. It's not a good look, man. Yeah. For Danny, I think his body's still in the game, but I think his mental, he's looking to cash out. I think he's looking past this. I think he wants to be a movie star.
You know what sucks for him is there's really nobody left for him to like really fight except for like the top rematches. Dogs. Because he took on like Keith Thurman, Porter, like we said. I mean, Ugas, he can fight Ugas.
Yeah.
But he's knocked out all the lesser opponents already. He's just like, where does he go from here? You know? There's only Pacquiao left.
I was going to say
who knows about Pacquiao? He's not even with PBC anymore, right?
I think he's a free agent now.
Spence, obviously, he's taking that fight now.
Yeah.
Hey, Comics Fit. Dog, you got to agree, man. We got to put some respect on Danny's name for that. He fought all the top PBC guys.
Came up short, but I mean...
After Ratsalka, he turned it around, bro. You know?
Man. I mean, Danny was always going to get those fights, though. He's in-house. You know? The last interesting fight...
But I mean, Spence didn't take all those fights. It took him a while to fight a Porter. That just happened, last year?
Yeah.
And now he's fighting Danny.
To me, it's like you already know who the top guys are, so you make these guys fight each other, boom, cash out, and then like a little tournament in a way. Make those guys fight up there.
Which that's how it works.
Yeah.
So I don't know why a lot of boxing fans get like frustrated.
Yeah. And then Terrence Crawford is the boss.
He's just there, like he's not even on this playing the same game.
Yeah. That's the
These
thing.
guys are in this tournament. They're playing the World Cup, and Terrence Crawford is playing like the MLS, like over here, beating all the MLS teams.
Man, yeah, that's a good little, comparison there. I think
Mikey versus Danny.
Make it happen.
It's dangerous for Mikey, man.
Yeah.
I would like to see Mikey against Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Or Mikey against...
Who would be a good fight?
Who did they say? I don't think Mikey Lomachenko is a realistic fight anymore, huh?
I think they said Mikey's been
snacking too much. He's been on that snack system.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I think Errol Spence and Terrence will fight eventually.
You think so? Timmy gave up. Or
I know
I don't
Timmy
know if
gave
it's
up.
like reverse psychology. I think so.
I think we see it, but we see it late where we're just not as excited about it like we are now, or we should be. But it's what it is. It's a business.
Y'all still taking Crawford after this performance?
I am.
We got a bet.
Honestly,
we'll make a bet on air.
I would have given him shit if it took him longer. Like, if it took him 11, I'm like, okay, expected. But, the fact that he did it in fourth, I'm like, okay. Pretty good. Pretty impressive. All right.
Yeah, but that's all I got on that. And that's all I got on Tyson, going back to that. I did see a picture. Excuse me. He was looking very muscular, man.
Shit.
I'm debating now whether he's going to be able to last after a couple rounds, man. He's looking a little buff.
Yeah,
looking a little too buff.
Looking to Anthony Joshua?
If Roy can run around the ring for 2-3 rounds, hey.
Hey, okay. Guys, see, we got to keep an eye on that eye test. You see him. I seen that documentary. I'm like, oh, shit, Roy.
Is it new?
Yeah, it just came out a couple days ago. So I'm like, okay, Roy's got something in here, man. Again, I've always thought Mike Tyson was not as mentally strong as other fighters, other greats, just because he had, just that God-given ability, that body, that power, speed. And so he didn't have to, he would just crush guys, get them out of there quick, and never had to dig deep. So I wonder if that's still a thing. I wonder. And, now he has it less, so we'll see. I think Roy Jones, they both have something to prove, even at this advanced stage.
You must have forgot.
Hey. You taking Roy then? You think so? You taking Roy?
I don't know, dude. Honestly, I'm just taking it. This is the one fight that I'm actually like waiting to see every single time I see a video or a picture.
Okay.
Because that's going to say a lot about them at their advanced stage.
Next week, we got to give our predictions last.
Next week? Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
We'll do it, man. But it sounds crazy, but Mike Tyson looked a little too buff for me.
Yeah. The comic says Tyson will knock out Roy. Chin doesn't get better with age. Power can linger, so got to go with Tyson. Okay, he's got a point.
And then he says Crawford would not beat a welterweight like Pacquiao or Spence with that performance. And it'll be a lot tougher, man, because, look, against Kell Brook, when he switched to southpaw, Kell Brook had no answer.
Mm-hmm.
Against Pacquiao or Spence, that's not going to work, man. Your southpaw stance against that type of southpaw, like, come on, dude. Manny has fucking 70 fights. Spence, not that many, but I still think he stops Crawford.
Okay, my question to you would be, would any performance against Pacquiao, impress you?
Crawford?
Yeah.
I think he beats Pacquiao.
Yeah, I think so. But
I think Pacquiao's, man, age is going to catch up with him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's been pushing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's been pushing it.
Yeah.
But he's been looking good. But I think he should be able to beat a guy like Pacquiao.
Okay. Do you think he knocks him out?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. So if he flattens him out the way he did Kell Brook, would you give him any credit?
He didn't flat him out,
well,
dude.
if he knocks him out,
They stopped the fight. What are you talking about, bro? TKO.
So if he knocks him out or TK's over.
I thought you were gonna say like Marquez.
Yeah. Do you give him any credit, or no? Do you say like, you know what, he's old?
Well, obviously he's old.
Obviously he's old.
But
yes, facts.
One punch knockouts. I'm more impressed if you like beat somebody up like good. More so than one punch knockouts.
Okay, so kind of like break them down and take their soul type.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Get them bloody like Pacquiao did to Miguel Cotto, right, Sean?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm more impressed by that. But yeah,
I would like to see that. I actually think Pacquiao can hurt him. Can do what he did to Thurman to him. But I think Terrence will get up.
Yeah.
Or he'll.
And Comics Vet says he has a good point too, which Brook was feeding up Bud that straight right when he went southpaw. He was, but then he just kept getting hit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think southpaw is gonna work against a guy like Spence or Pacquiao. So, I'm just saying, if Kell Brook can do that to you, come on, man. Yeah. But it's interesting. It's interesting. We all still want to see that fight.
Yeah.
Spence against Crawford. I think they both need each other, regardless of what they say. Obviously, Spence has it better because he has better opponents on that side, right? Danny is a pretty big fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Crawford, I mean, Kell Brook is just, come on.
Yeah.
I think Crawford needs Spence more than Spence needs Crawford, even though Crawford doesn't seem to think so. But, man, you got to be more ambitious, Crawford. Come on.
Man.
That's just...
We'll see.
That's that.
I want to see an appetizer before they fight each other.
Yeah.
A Pacquiao for either or.
Fight anybody, Crawford. Anybody in the top 8, top 9, top 10, top 11, top 12, top 13. Anybody.
So Pacquiao.
Crawford?
Yeah.
No, I want Pacquiao to fight Mikey, man.
Okay.
Because I think that's a more fair fight for him. At his age, at his size. And I think he makes more money with Mikey, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. I agree.
Like, imagine they fight at the Cowboy Stadium. Crawford would bring in, like, a cool 5,000 fans. And Pacquiao, like, what'd he sell against Amir Khan, dude? What'd he do, like, 20,000?
I think so.
Sales?
Something like that. Yeah.
Is this your king? Top rank. I'm talking too much shit, man. Let's get out of here.
Let's get
I
outta
don't know.
here.
What else you got?
Nah, I think we pretty much touched on everything. Again, we're just happy Canelo got this fight date. It's finally here. We didn't think it was gonna happen. December 19th. Callum Smith, good opponent, good name,
Yeah, man.
good little wrist there. So we'll see what the number 1 pound for pound has up his sleeve.
Bro, make up your mind, son.
With what?
Before the show, you were calling Crawford the P4P king.
I didn't say that. No. I said that I have him ranked high. I didn't say I had a number 1 the way ESPN and Disney do. I got him high, but Canelo's number 1. Canelo's number 1.
Anyway, yeah, before we get out of here, I do want to send a big shout out to our guy Alan Garcia and Coach G.
That's right.
Who are going to be fighting this weekend, Saturday on at Tijuana. Second professional fight for Alan Garcia. We've had him a couple times on the show. He's actually made quite a few appearances, right?
Yeah, he has.
I think the last one when we had, I don't know, he wasn't there when we had Sean and Carlos, but he was there at the G episode.
Yeah.
He said what's up for 5 minutes or so because he had just started training camp at that time. So now he's going to be fighting. Second professional fight. Shout out to Coach G getting him ready. Shout out to Coach strength and conditioning coach Andy Aguilar who helped him get ready as well. That's this Saturday, November 21st. Dang, it's already the 21st. Damn. That's crazy. I had to double check the date right there in the bottom corner. But that's going down. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be, I confuse these, Fight Hype or Fight Hub? Fight Hype, right? No? And then it's also going to be on another channel called Best in Boxing. They're going to be streamed live, so you guys can catch it. We're going to link that up as well, so you guys can catch it. Alan Garcia has a promising future, man. He's been improving a lot. A lot. You know, he's been getting in some rounds. Before this training camp with Ryan Garcia, with this training camp, he was sparring our guy, Martin Saldaña, who fights at 54.
Yeah.
Who fights at 54.
Big
but
guy.
yeah, but he was getting in some rounds with Alan Garcia. And also Olympic hopeful Zizzo, who's part of Andy Aguilar's team. I believe he's Egyptian, but he's trying to fight for the Saudi Arabian team for the Olympics.
Okay.
A young man. So I saw him sparring last Friday. They were getting some work in, and Alan is all ready to go, man. So that should be very, very interesting. I don't know why I have Canelo up on your screen, but yeah, that should be interesting. So I'm definitely going to catch that. Like we said, big shout out to Raymond, who improves to 11-0. Bright future as well at 35. You know, every time we speak about him, I like to mention that he beat Ryan Garcia 3 times in the amateurs. Yeah. And that backyard gym, you know, they always talk about it. I heard Timmy mention it. And yeah, man, big shout out to Raymond, who still young, but promising future. He signed with Top Rank there. So I'm pretty sure he'll stay at 35 for a while.
I think so.
He doesn't have trouble making it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Just echoes some of the same sentiments. Good luck to Alan. I know he's gonna put a performance. Good luck to Coach G. She's making a name for herself, just as any other trainer once did. You know, she's got a lot of obstacles, a lot of things already in place that do not favor her, but she's there to break down these barriers. And with her, she's got her daughter, Roxy, who's gonna make a splash one day. We know that they have plans for the Olympics coming up. Things to come. So yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait
very
to see
exciting.
them.
Very exciting. Roxy's been sparring Mari Cornejo.
That's right.
Mari Cornejo has a good size advantage over her, but they go at it, man. It's fun. They're good, very good friends.
Yeah.
But then they get competitive and
damn,
it's fun. It's fun.
Them hands go, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Shout out to everyone there at the Buddy McGirt gym. Like we mentioned earlier, Teofimo was there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he just dropped by, surprised everyone, said what's up,
Yeah.
took pictures with everyone. He's getting that celebrity status, man. That's pretty cool at his age.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool to see.
It's crazy to think that just 4 years ago, we were just barely hearing him. And you never think that. So that's why I tell some of the guys, like, you never know.
15 fights in? 16 fights in?
Yeah.
Man.
It's like you never know that this boxing thing can hit you fast. So just keep working. You never know. So, hey, shout out to everybody out there working hard, man. Chasing their dreams. Anything else, Gio?
If you had one shot, would you capture it? Or let it slip?
Hey.
I know somebody at home is rapping along.
Yeah. I know comics is there.
Didn't Barack Obama recently he did like a playlist because I believe his book is kind of random. I don't know why I'm mentioning this, but his book came out today, I guess, and he kind of put out just like a list of his playlist that he liked to listen to, and "Lose Yourself" was one of them.
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
For sure.
That was interesting.
I knew he was gangster.
Shout out to Chicago and Hawaii. But yeah, I think that's all I got. And then Thursday we're gonna be filming a podcast episode at Grandpa's Boxing Gym with our good friends Jesse Mandapat and all the boys over there. Hopefully they all come out. What's up?
That last comment.
Sure reads. I didn't say I read the book, bro. I just said the book comes out.
It's an ebook.
Hey, I listen to audiobooks.
Hey.
You know what's funny? Our guy Gut, he was talking about reading this book, right? And I'm like impressed over here, like, oh shit, come on, cool.
Yeah.
And then later on, he's like, yeah, when I was listening to it at work, and I'm like
that
this
shit don't
fool
count.
said he read it and he was listening to the book.
I listened to this book the other day.
Unbelievable.
Man.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna be filming. I don't think we're gonna do it live. I think we're just gonna film it and post it later. But
yeah, these guys cuss a lot. I said why?
This guy.
Not safe for work.
Yeah, but from Grandpa's, that should be pretty cool. We'll announce the other one later on. I think you guys will like it. We're in the works, but yeah, man, that should be pretty fun. That's gonna be coming up. Big shout out to the children of the trenches who dropped their first episode, Hez and Javion. And we're working on a lot of episodes, man. Shout out to our guy Jorge Razo podcast. He's doing an episode tomorrow, and his last episode was actually with the guy who brought Ashton out, right? Ringside, he sang and everything at his fight. Osvaldo Lopez. So if you guys want to check that out, pretty good episode with the George Razo podcast. And then, like you said, Jackrabbit Boys are back November 28th, right?
We'll be out there. I'll be out
Man,
there to cover these fights.
Boxing is active.
Hey, gonna end boxing. 12th round is gonna be great. And you want to read the last message, Gio, real quick?
Yeah, the fact that Canelo's working with the zone again already has the main problem. Already was the main problem with GBP rather than the zone.
Damn, facts.
Yeah,
Damn.
man.
Again, we mentioned that they didn't give Golden Boy no little shout out on the live, nothing. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah,
We kind
man.
of read that, right? We know that there was a little animosity between Oscar's character and Canelo.
You think there's too many alpha males in one squad?
I think so, but I just think that Oscar rubs Canelo the wrong way. Something they just don't vibe. You can tell. You know,
Just don't vibe.
Just don't vibe, man.
Hey, man, if the money's good, I don't care if we vibe, son. Stay on
Just
your
don't talk
corner,
to
I stay
me.
over here. It's all good. You don't even got to promote me.
I'll
You know.
promote myself. Damn. All right.
But yeah, that's that, man. Big shout out to all you guys who are here. Once again, shout out to the Just Boxing Foundation. Big shout out to Comics Vet. Go subscribe to him. Shout out to all you guys here. Shout out to Big Chris. Shout out to this Chris as well, even though he's sitting right next to me.
Little Chris.
Shout out to Craig checking in. Shout out to Jesus. Gonzalo was here earlier, man. Shout out to all you guys.
And shout out to the Fishnets.
Game Bread. Shout out to all you. Shout out to you, Zuniga, Emilio. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tiger Games. Man, we out. We out, man. We out. We out for real this time. Let's go, Mike. Special K.
Special K.
No more special.
Regular K.
Regular K.
Regular K. Damn, he lost that moniker. You see?
Michael, you already know I said I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco Gallo Estrada. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the Ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes. Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time out y'all day.
Against the Ropes, #1.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.